You're not broke because of money. Here's why. 1. Mental prison. You think you're broke because you don't have enough money. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is how you think about money. And until you fix that, nothing changes. Let me explain. 2. Defensive versus offensive money. Let's start with the first one. You see money as something that solves problems instead of something that creates opportunities. Think about it. When you get paid, what's the first thing you think about? Bills, rent, groceries, debt. You're thinking about what you owe, what you need to pay off, what you have to cover. Your entire relationship with money is defensive. You're always playing defense, never offense. 3. Comfort zone trap. Second reason, you avoid discomfort at all costs, and that's expensive. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you're choosing to stay broke. You don't want to learn new skills because learning is hard. You don't want to start a side business because it's risky. You don't want to cut unnecessary spending because you deserve to treat yourself. And all of that makes sense emotionally, but financially, it's a disaster. Here's the reality. Wealth requires discomfort. It requires saying no to things you want right now so you can say yes to bigger things later. It requires doing hard things that don't pay off immediately. Rich people embrace discomfort because they know it's temporary. Broke people avoid discomfort because they can't see past today. And that's why one group builds wealth while the other one stays stuck. Your need for comfort is more expensive than you realize. Every time you choose the easy path, you're paying for it with your future. Check link in description and download free guide, 10 profitable business ideas. 4. Broke circle. Third, you surround yourself with people who normalize being broke. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. If everyone around you is struggling financially, complaining about money, and making excuses for why they can't get ahead, guess what? You're going to do the same thing. Not because you're weak, but because humans are social creatures. We adapt to the standards of the people around us. If your circle thinks saving is impossible, investing is for rich people, and side hustles are scams, you'll never even try. You'll accept being broke as normal because everyone you know is broke too. But if you put yourself around people who talk about investments, who build multiple income streams, who think long-term, your entire perspective shifts. You start seeing possibilities you didn't even know existed. Your environment shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your bank account. If you want to stop being broke, stop spending time with people who are comfortable being broke. 5. Performance trap. Fourth and final reason, you confuse spending with success. You think looking rich is the same as being rich, and that's the trap. New phone, new shoes, eating out, buying things to impress people who don't even care. You're spending money to feel successful instead of actually building success. And every time you do that, you stay broke. Rich people do the opposite. They drive old cars, they wear the same clothes, they live below their means while they build their wealth in the background. They don't care about looking successful. They care about being successful. And there's a massive difference. If you're spending to impress, you're not building, you're performing. And performing is expensive. Real wealth is quiet. Real wealth doesn't need an audience. If your lifestyle looks expensive, but your bank account is empty, you're not winning. You're just broke with better accessories. 6. Two paths diverging. So here's the takeaway. You're not broke because of your salary. You're not broke because the system is rigged or because you're unlucky. You're broke because of how you think about money, how you handle discomfort, who you surround yourself with, and what you prioritize. And the good news is, all of that can change, but it starts with being honest with yourself. It starts with realizing that your financial situation is a reflection of your mindset, not your circumstances. 7. Breaking mental chains. If you want different results, you need a different approach. Stop seeing money as the enemy. Stop avoiding discomfort. Stop normalizing struggle with people who aren't trying to grow. And stop spending money to look like you have money. Start thinking like someone who builds wealth instead of someone who's just trying to survive. Check link in description and download free guide, 10 profitable business ideas. 8. Mindset mirror. Most people believe they're one paycheck away from financial freedom, one promotion, one lucky break. But here's the hard truth. You could double your income tomorrow and still end up broke a year later. Why? Because being broke isn't about the amount of money coming in. It's about what's happening in your mind before the money even touches your hand. Rich people and broke people can make the same salary, but one builds wealth while the other lives paycheck to paycheck. The difference isn't luck. It's not connections. It's not even talent. It's psychology. It's the invisible patterns in your brain that decide what you do with every dollar you earn. And most people never even realize these patterns exist. So if you've ever wondered why you work hard but never get ahead, why your bank account always seems empty no matter how much you make, or why some people just seem to have it figured out while you're stuck struggling, this is for you, because today we're breaking down the real reasons you're broke, and it has nothing to do with your income. 9. Offense, not defense. Rich people think the opposite. When they get money, they ask, how can I use this to make more? They see money as a tool, not a solution. They invest, they build, they create systems. You spend to survive. They spend to multiply. And that one difference in mindset creates completely different financial realities. You're not broke because you don't earn enough. You're broke because you never learned to see money as anything other than a way to cover what you owe. 10. Truth reveal. Now, I want to hear from you. Which one of these hit hardest? Drop a comment and let me know. And if this video made you think differently about money, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're just getting started. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Check link in description and break your chains and download free guide, 10 profitable business ideas.